if you drive a car in South Africa, buy food, breathe air, the news that I'm about to drop are very important for you guys. You need to know this. I mean, right now, of course, the cost of living in South Africa is so high. Food is expensive. Petrol, we don't even want to go there. I mean, transportation cost, even to those that don't have cars, has risen. The taxi fees, the Uber fees, all of those things have went up, including the transport for your school child. This is just so unbearable, I'm telling you. But I've got good news for you today, my dear friends. You will know that what has been making the cost of living in South Africa to rise or to be this way is what has been happening in the Middle East. The Israel US versus Iran war has made the cost of living to be this way. And let me tell you something, this is not just only here in South Africa. Everywhere in the world, people have seen their cost of living rising like crazy. I mean, right now, inflation, CPI, which measures the cost of living for both United States of America and in South Africa, they are both countries' inflation is at over 4%. In the US, annual inflation is currently sitting at 4.25%. In South Africa, current inflation is sitting at 4.5%. This just means that things are becoming more and more expensive, and this is because of the crude oil pressures that happened. You know, the most important, or one of the most important passage in the world called the Strait of Hormuz. It was being closed, opened, closed, restricted, and that caused the shortage of oil. Petrol comes from oil, diesel comes from oil, and that when there's a shortage of oil, not enough petrol can be made, not enough diesel can be produced, and therefore leading into scarcity of these petroleum products. That is what led into petrol, diesel going up. Now, when petrol, diesel go up, everything else go up, because the food that you buy, the bread that you are buying at Pick n Pay, the grocery that you are buying at Checkers, that grocery was taken there by trucks, by transportation. That transportation is using fuel, petrol, diesel to transport the food, the products that you are buying at your Pick n Pay, your Checkers. And my dear friends, that needs to be factored on the actual food that you buy. That is why things will be up. But here's the good news. I know I've said so many things that probably you are thinking, you are wondering, it's all bad, right? The good thing is that the crude oil price has dropped significantly. I mean, right now, as I'm doing this video, crude oil price is currently at $69 per barrel. This is what is currently happening, and my dear friends, because of this, petrol is going to go down next month by somewhere between R1.32 to R1.44. It is expected to go down, and if this is maintained, it does not go back up to over $100 per barrel like what we were saying last month or a couple of weeks ago. Petrol, Brent crude oil was over $100 per barrel, which ultimately was the one that took the petrol prices, the diesel prices to be where they are today. So if we don't go back there, then expect more decrease in terms of petrol, in terms of diesel in the coming month. I know that obviously in South Africa, the government, how they chipped in, they cut down on the levies or on the subsidies that they take from the petrol that is being filled into various cars. You know, when you and me are pouring petrol into our cars, part of that money goes into government, right? That is what pays like your RAF and all that. So the government had reduced the amount of money they take out from the fuel that you and me pour, right? And in June they started cutting down on that amount that they'd given to South Africans to help South Africans not to succumb to the fuel cost that hit so many countries in the world. I mean, if the government had not stepped in, truth be told, we were going to see, or we were going to end up paying. Petrol probably will still be at over 30 rands at this time I'm doing this video. Diesel will be much worse. And my dear friends, it is thanks to the government, in as much as, yes, there's a lot of things that the government is, there are some of the things that the government is not doing right. That one, them intervening the way they did, I think it helped us. Let us be honest, because there are so many countries that faced worse than us, which was so not good at all. I mean, right now, I remember I met this person just this week. I met one guy this week who said, look, I've been watching some of your videos, but the problem is with this cost of living, person does not left with anything to invest, honestly. And to a certain extent, I understand the guy, because like I said, cost of living is very much expensive. So as petrol now goes down, a lot of people can start getting a breather. They can start investing their money into the stock market. They can start buying shares, because ultimately, my dear friends, like I always say, there is no way to be rich unless you are investing. Starting a business, it's very difficult. Starting a business that gets to be successful, it's very difficult. I mean, the gross margin of businesses in South Africa is around 16%, meaning that 16% of is the profit. 16% is your net profit, or is the profit that you, which meaning that 16% is the profit that you generate on that business, which honestly it's not enough. You need to be doing something that can be scaled, I don't know by how much, for you to really get to a point where you are well off. But investing, on the other hand, offers you an opportunity to invest into companies that are already established, companies with massive client base. You don't have to market anything. All you do, you just buy their shares, and as the company does well, so your money grows also, which is something that this is what I do. This is what I talk a lot about on this channel. So the good news is that petrol price, because crude oil is now trading below $70, petrol price is going to go down next month by 1 rands 33 or 32 cents to 1 rands and 44 cents. This is going to be good to the SA consumers. Hopefully we start to see some recoveries, and yeah, things get better. I can tell you, or I can guarantee you now, some of the prices of the items that you buy in the grocery stores, your Pick and Pay, your Checkers, won't be coming down, but some will cool off, some will come down, which is something that you must always take cognizant of. I mean, the price of bread right now versus the price of bread 10 years ago, I mean, you know, growing up we were buying bread by, I remember when I was young, being sent to go buy bread, I was buying bread by around what, 5 rands? That's how much we're buying bread with, right? And the fakumoya, it was even worse. It was even better. You could get it by your 3 rands, right? So bread was cheap, but how much is bread today? How much is bread? So yeah, some of these prices won't go back down again. That's all I'm saying. And that tells you that, my dear friends, you need to do something about your life that will make sure that your money tomorrow can buy even more greater stuff, because saving money into places where you are going to get less than 3%, less than 4% of interest annually is not going to take you to the next level, because that money you are saving somewhere at a savings account, it's not going to buy the same thing that it buys today. In 5 years' time, it's not going to buy the same things that it's buying today. That's a fact. But you can take that money somewhere where it can grow double digits annually, and you are able to even buy maybe 2 times what you can buy today, the same things, which is something that is just so great. Something that ought to encourage you to take investing very serious. So, my dear friends, this is good to know that we are going to get a relief probably in the next coming few days. It's a good thing, right? And hopefully, we don't get to see the war escalating in the Middle East again, because look, we suffered, man. Things, there are a lot of things that happened, and yeah, hopefully, we get to see things improving. Some of the taxi fares, some of the transportation, some of the things that we're already paying extra, like transportations for our kids, they might not bring down the prices. Do you know that? You might continue paying a lot, which it's something that is always very interesting, right? To say that, look, when petrol goes up, the transport prices would go up, and some of these transport that we are paying for our kids, transport that we are paying when we go into taxis to visit our families, to go back home and all that, those prices, some of them, they don't come down. In fact, most of them don't come down. They are kept at where they are. So yeah, this is the situation. But like I said, the solution: invest, save, emergency savings account. You need to have 3 to 6 months of worth of your expenses saved somewhere for emergencies, and then you need to have an investment account where you are not only participating into buying local companies, but you diversify and you start buying companies in the US, companies in Europe. It is possible that sitting here in South Africa, you can already start that. You can already do that. And I've done so many videos where we've been discussing about that. My dear friends, let me leave this one here. Tell me what you think about this. That is all from me, my dear friends. Whatever I share here, my opinions, is not PR advice. If you seek PR advice, you already know what to do, and that is you need to consult the professionals. All that I share here are my opinions, and I ask you to like, to subscribe, to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you are to be notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me. God bless you all.